The ADA even knows about this. I mean, they've seen the studies, and they just turn a blind eye. Turn a blind eye. Because not every single person reacts the same way to the installation of these amalgam fillings. So therefore, they feel like they can say, well, if this was really the cause of all this disease, then everybody who ever had an amalgam would have X disease, MS or Alzheimer's. But the problem is every human body has a genetic predisposition to handle toxicity a certain way. And that's what's so frustrating, is they just feel like they can dismiss all of this information and all of these studies and all of the stories like mine of people being cured, because not everybody who has amalgam fillings gets sick. Well, they will eventually. There are people right now today who are going to get sick for the same reason that I got sick 5 years ago. With all of the information out there, why are we still doing this to people? It just makes no sense, other than it's about money. I think we can vote with our pocketbook. Go find a dentist who has educated himself or herself and who acknowledges that mercury is unsafe and should not be installed in the human body. If you're going to a dentist who does not believe this and is ignorant and has not taken the time to learn about it, then you're putting your health at risk. As long as we keep going to mainstream dentists who have turned a blind eye to this, and we keep placating them, then we'll all be sick. It really frustrates me that when you get right down to it, when you boil this down, it's not about people, it's about money. And that's why I get so irritated when I think about all of the knowledge that is there and all of the awareness that is there. But those who could do something about it choose not to do something about it because it will open up a floodgate of lawsuits. So it's just easier for the powers that be, the FDA, the ADA, to continue trying to sweep it under the rug. We've been down this road before, just like the situation with the smoking lawsuit and the asbestos class action lawsuit and the lead paint class action lawsuit. We're going down this road with amalgam. It's going to happen. At this point, though, we're just not able to break through. But I do think that's coming in my lifetime. It really frustrates me that when you get right down to it, when you boil this down, it's not about people, it's about money. And that's why I get so irritated when I think about all of the knowledge that is there and all of the awareness that is there. But those who could do something about it choose not to do something about it because it will open up a floodgate of lawsuits. So it's just easier for the powers that be, the FDA, the ADA, to continue trying to sweep it under the rug. We've been down this road before, just like the situation with the smoking lawsuit and the asbestos class action lawsuit and the lead paint class action lawsuit. We're going down this road with amalgam. It's going to happen. At this point, though, we're just not able to break through. But I do think that's coming in my lifetime. Obviously, this would sound weird to anybody. Oh, my silver fillings gave me MS. I mean, that sounds so out there. Out there. Crazy. I mean, even when I verbalize that, I think, that really does sound kind of weird. You know, until you spend all the time researching and reading about it, and then it's the only thing that makes sense. Well, you were injecting mercury into our bodies. What do you expect it to do? The dentist who put these new silver fillings in my mouth, he wanted my money, which is why he wanted to replace my silver fillings. Now, did I need to get rid of my silver fillings? Yes, but not in that manner. I needed to get rid of them because they were a health hazard. He didn't care about me, and he certainly didn't care about taking the time to tell me, okay, now, you know, if you choose the silver fillings, even though your insurance covers them, I just want you to know that they're 50% mercury. Never mentioned it. Never once mentioned it. And he has to mix the stuff up. He knows what's in it. If you were here, I would tell him, you've harmed a lot of people. You may not have known about it, but here I'm going to give you the information. Here are the studies. Here's the research. You don't have to spend any time of your own other than just read this material. And why don't you start today, right now, helping people, helping restore people's health. You can be a step in that process. Why don't you start today by doing that? You don't even have to admit anything. Just stop right now and go in the other direction. And you'll see your practice improve, and you'll see your patient's health improve. And it may not work for everybody, and I'm certainly not saying that it will. And I think that there's something to be said of starting early. In my case, we arrested it early. We arrested it, contained it, stopped it, and I'm good. But there are some people who've been sick for a long, long time, and it's hard to reverse neurological damage if it's been going on for a long time. When you get something like this, you just want to go crawl in a hole and just say to heck with it. I'm out. See ya. I mean, I never could have made it through this without Chris. I mean, he is so strong. He's strong in his faith. He is strong emotionally. To see him hurt for me so much and hurt for our family so much, and to know that he couldn't do anything to fix it. I think he felt very helpless too for a good week or two. But he just kept encouraging me and telling me it's going to be okay. Every step of the way, it's like, it's going to be fine. We're good. We're together. We're good. I'm not leaving. I love you. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. I don't care if I have to pick you up, carry you to the bathroom. I don't care. He said, we're just going to pick you up and take you wherever we're going. I said, the kids are going to be embarrassed of me at school because their mom is going to be in a wheelchair. And he said, no, they're gonna be pushing you, and they're gonna be okay with this, and they're gonna think you're strong. And he said, we're just gonna have a fun time with this. We're gonna make jokes about it, and when you drop stuff or you're falling around, we're gonna pick you back up. And he was awesome. And he was determined that we were not gonna let this get in our way. I'm glad that he had the foresight to see farther down the road and to not be as frightened as I was.